If you're looking to automate your business's phone lines, you're standing at a fork in the road. You have to choose between two completely different philosophies. You have the traditional IVR, which is press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. It's an industry standard, it's safe. So if you don't know what IVR is, think of it like a strict flowchart where it forces the customer to follow a rigid path. If they say yes, they go left. If they say no, they go right. And they can't jump to the end. They can't ask a question that isn't in the box. It's boring, but it's 100% compliant. On the other hand, you have the new AI voice agents. It's basically ChatGPT hooked up to a telephone. It's not a strict flowchart, it's a consultant. It listens to your caller's problem, understands their context, and creates its own path to solve this. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Rachel, the virtual receptionist. How can I help you today?
Hi Rachel, it's Chris here. I'd like to make an appointment for a dental clean.
Hello, Chris. I can certainly help you with that. What day and time would you prefer for your dental clean?
Could we do 11 a.m. tomorrow, please?
Checking availability for your dental clean. Great news, Chris. Your dental cleaning appointment has been successfully booked for tomorrow, December 5th at 11 a.m. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's all. Thank you, Rachel. Bye. But here's the fear that stops more business owners. Is this thing actually reliable, or is it gonna go off script and promise things that we can't deliver? Now look, I could easily tell you that AI is the future and sell you the solution, but I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes the IVR is actually better. So today, we're gonna look under the hood. We are comparing the two systems on 5 key categories: the user experience, the tech, the cost, the logic, and the risk. By the end, you won't just know what they are, you'll know exactly which one fits your business model. So let's start with how it feels. First up, the user experience. Basically, how much friction are you adding to your caller's day? So think of an IVR system like a filter. Its job is to sort through the people. To get through to you, your caller has to listen, process information, and press buttons. This creates cognitive load. We've all been there. You listen to a list of 5 options and you miss the one you wanted. So you have to wait for the entire menu to loop back around. It feels like a maze. But if your goal is to deflect calls because you're understaffed, IVRs are perfect. They act like a great gatekeeper, and it's able to route the caller to the correct team. It creates enough friction that people with simple problems will just hang up and go to your website. But if your goal is to serve people, AI voice agents are something you might want to consider. They use something called natural language processing. The customer doesn't have to learn your menu. They don't have to listen to a robot speak. They just say what they want. Hey, I need to reschedule my appointment to Tuesday. Done. It feels premium, it feels fast, but there's also the technical risk here. Because a button press is a digital signal, it is 100% accurate, whereas AI relies on transcribing audio to text in real time. If your customer has a bad signal, a thick accent, or there's a barking dog in the background, the AI might struggle to transcribe the words correctly. It might say, "Hey, I didn't quite catch that." And if that happens more than once, the illusion breaks. So here's the verdict. If you need 100% accuracy in routing, like press 1 for an emergency, stick with the buttons. But if you want to remove the friction and create a VIP experience, you might want to consider AI voice agents. Part 2, integrations. The blind handoff versus the consultant. Now that we know how it feels, let's look at how it works. Category 2 is integrations. So can your phone system read and write to your database? Here's the hard truth. IVR systems are usually blind. They act like a traffic sign. They point calls in a direction, go to sales, but they don't pass any information. So when the caller presses 2 for billing, the call transfers, but the agent who picks up has no idea who's calling. They have to ask name, account number, what's the problem? This is called a cold transfer. It wastes time and frustrates the customer. Whereas AI agents are totally different. They act like a consultant with a laptop open. Because we connect the AI agent directly to an API, it can actually interact with your business tools in real time. So here's how it works technically. The customer calls, the AI captures the phone number, it sends a signal to your CRM, retrieves the customer's name and last order status, and it says, "Hey John, are you calling about the order from yesterday?" If John wants to update his address, the AI can type that directly into the database. It handles the boring data entry so your team doesn't have to. So if you want software to actually do the work, AI voice agents will win hands down. Part 3, the cost. So the expense versus the investment. So let's talk about money, because this is where most business owners get scared. AI phone systems are expensive to run. The pricing model is based on usage. You're paying for the transcription, the intelligence, which is the LLM model, and the voice synthesis. It comes out to about 15 to 20 cents per minute. So if you're on the phone for an hour, that's $9 to $12. And if you get thousands of calls, that bill gets big very quickly. IVR systems, on the other hand, are dirt cheap. Once you build the menu, it basically runs for free, or a tiny fraction of a cent. It's a fixed cost, but you have to look at the opportunity cost. You shouldn't be comparing AI to software. Compare AI to payroll. So if you were to hire a receptionist, you're paying somewhere between $20 to $30 an hour. And humans have limitations. They take breaks, they get sick, and crucially, they can only take one call at a time. Now, if you have one receptionist and 2 people call, the second person goes to the voicemail. Now, if that second person was a new lead worth $500, you just lost $500 to save 15 cents. This is where AI scales better. It can answer 500 calls at the exact same second. So here is the reality. If you're a tiny shop with low call volume, stick with the cheap IVR. But if you're missing calls and missing money because your humans are too busy, the AI agent is a great idea. It's gonna pay for itself by capturing every single lead. Part 4, flexibility. This is about how the system handles human messiness. Because let's face it, customers are messy. We change our minds, whereas IVR systems run on logic. They are like train tracks. They only go forward. So if your customer presses 1 to book an appointment, they are now locked into that path. But what if they suddenly remember they needed to ask about parking? The IVR can't handle that. They have to hang up, call back, and find the parking track. It's rigid and it breaks easily. Think of an AI voice agent as an off-road vehicle. They retain context, so if a customer says, "I want to book, actually wait. How much is it and is parking free?" The AI keeps the booking goal in its memory, it answers the price, it answers the parking question, and it steers the conversation back. Parking is free, so did you want to go ahead and book that slot? It adapts to the conversation flow just like a human would. Part 5, control. Now the final category, and this is the one that nobody talks about, safety and control. IVR systems are deterministic. That means they are 100% predictable. You record the message once and it plays the exact same audio file to 10 million people. It never goes off script. It never makes a mistake. It's boring, but it's safe. AI agents, on the other hand, are probabilistic. That means they are doing improv. The AI is predicting the next best word to say based on your instructions. So 99% of the time, it's amazing. It sounds smart, empathetic, and human. But there is that 1% risk. Sometimes the AI might hallucinate. It might try to be too helpful and promise a refund that you don't offer, or answer a question it shouldn't. So to combat this, we build guardrails to stop this, but the risk is never zero. So here's the trade-off. You're trading safety, which is the IVR, for speed and experience, which is the AI voice agent. If you're a bank or a hospital where one wrong word is a lawsuit, you should stick to the script. For almost everyone else, the risk is worth the reward. The final verdict. So let's wrap this up. Who wins? Should you build an IVR or an AI voice agent? So here's the decision framework. Scenario 1. The large enterprise. If you have massive compliance rules, thousands of employees, and complex departments, you need an IVR as your front door. You're going to need the predictability, you need to filter traffic strictly before it reaches a human. But in scenario B, where you're a small growing business, if you're a clinic, an agency, or a contractor, AI voice agents are a superpower. Why? Because you don't have a massive support team. You're missing calls because you're busy working. An AI agent acts like a 24/7 digital employee. It books the meetings, takes payments, and answers frequently asked questions while you sleep. It's able to capture the revenue you're currently losing. So big business, probably going to be an IVR. For small, medium businesses, AI voice agents might be the way to go. Now, if you want to see how these systems are actually built, you don't need to start from scratch. I've put all my end-to-end workflows and AI templates inside my automation vault. It's completely free. Click the link in the bio, grab the blueprints, and start automating your phone lines today. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.